Is Jonathan Kuminga really staying with the Golden State Warriors, or is his future up in the air? Steve Kerr just dropped some surprising remarks that have fans buzzing. Despite Kuminga's playoff breakout, Kerr hints at serious concerns about how he fits with stars like Curry and Butler. Could this mean a trade, or even a big roster shakeup? The Warriors' dynasty could be facing a major crossroads. Don't miss out on this explosive insider news, the next chapter for Kuminga, and the Warriors might just rewrite everything. Hey everyone! Before we dive into today's jaw-dropping Golden State Warriors update, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of the hottest NBA content coming your way. Also, don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear what you think about Kuminga's future and the Warriors' offseason moves. Alright, now let's get into it. So, let's talk about one of the most intriguing storylines brewing around the Golden State Warriors right now, Jonathan Kuminga and his uncertain future with the team as he heads into restricted free agency. This is huge, folks, and it's got a lot of basketball fans buzzing. Kuminga, a player who has shown flashes of immense talent, especially towards the end of the season, put up some really impressive numbers in the playoffs. We're talking about an electrifying 24.3 points per game in the postseason. That's no small feat. This kind of production tells you that Kuminga's development is taking a serious leap forward. The guy is showing he can perform when the lights are brightest and the pressure is highest. But here's the kicker: despite this breakout, there's still a cloud of uncertainty hanging over his role with the Warriors moving forward. Head coach Steve Kerr, a basketball mind who's guided the Warriors to multiple championships, has openly expressed some reservations about where Kuminga fits in the current Warriors lineup. Now, when Steve Kerr speaks, you listen. He's not just a coach, he's a strategic genius who understands how delicate team chemistry and playing style dynamics can be. So his concerns are definitely worth noting. Here's the situation: the Warriors already have established superstars on their roster: Stephen Curry, arguably one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, and Jimmy Butler, a fierce competitor and offensive powerhouse. The question Kerr is wrestling with is how Kuminga's skill set fits alongside these big names. Kuminga is a versatile forward known for his athleticism, scoring ability, and defensive potential. But the Warriors' current roster construction means there might be an overlap in playing styles and roles. Curry and Butler bring certain skill sets and leadership qualities that are central to the team's identity. So integrating Kuminga without disrupting that flow is a complex puzzle. It's a classic NBA dilemma. Do you develop your young talent at the risk of unsettling your star players? Or do you prioritize the established stars and potentially let a promising young player seek his future elsewhere? This delicate balancing act has led to a ton of speculation in the NBA community about what the Warriors will ultimately decide. Will they keep Kuminga around to develop him into a more defined role player? Or could we be seeing the beginning of a potential trade or departure? Now, let's break down why this situation is so fascinating. Kuminga isn't just any young player, he's a projected star with a high ceiling. If nurtured correctly, he could blossom into a multi-dimensional star capable of complementing Curry and Butler rather than competing for the same role. But as of now, Kerr seems to be signaling some caution. When you look at the Warriors' system under Kerr, it emphasizes ball movement, spacing, and players who can shoot and create off the dribble. Curry is the ultimate point guard and shooter combo. Butler thrives in aggressive isolation plays and tough defensive assignments. Kuminga's game, however, is still evolving. He excels in transition and attacking the rim, but sometimes his style can clash with the Warriors' methodical offense. Another factor to consider is the salary cap and roster flexibility. The Warriors have to manage their luxury tax situations and future draft assets, which can impact their decisions about retaining young players or making trades. Fans have also chimed in on social media, creating heated debates about whether the Warriors should fully commit to Kuminga or move him to get assets that better fit their championship window. Some believe Kuminga is a future star who should be given every opportunity to succeed with Golden State. Others argue that the Warriors' title window is narrow, and they need proven talent or complementary players who can immediately contribute alongside Curry and Butler. And what about Kuminga himself? Reports indicate that the young star is motivated to improve and prove he belongs at the highest level. He's not the type to settle for a minor role. If he feels his path to stardom in Golden State is blocked, it wouldn't be shocking if he pushes for a change. Let's also consider the Warriors' history with developing young players. They've had success before turning guys like Draymond Green from second-round picks into vital championship contributors. Could Kuminga be the next? It's possible, but it requires patience and the right fit. If the Warriors decide to part ways with Kuminga, what might that look like? There's no shortage of teams around the league interested in versatile forwards with playoff experience and youthful upside. Kuminga could become a centerpiece in a trade package to acquire shooters, defenders, or even a future star that better complements Curry and Butler. On the flip side, if Kuminga stays, the Warriors will need to design plays and minutes distribution to maximize his strengths without sacrificing the chemistry of their core stars. This will be a fascinating coaching challenge for Kerr and his staff. Now, here's the wild card: Jimmy Butler. Butler is a player with a demanding style, both physically and mentally. His leadership and playing style require specific roles from teammates. How Kuminga meshes with Butler on and off the court could heavily influence his future with the team. One thing's for sure, this offseason is going to be one of the most pivotal in recent Warriors history. The decisions made here will impact not only this season but potentially the next 5 years. And let me be clear, this is not just about numbers and stats. It's about culture, identity, and team dynamics. Golden State has built a winning culture based on selflessness, precision, and resilience. Kuminga's personality and work ethic will be under the microscope as much as his on-court skills. Imagine this: if Kuminga can embrace a complementary role and continue improving his shooting and defensive awareness, he could become a foundational piece of the Warriors' future championship runs. But if his development stalls or clashes with the team's direction, it might be time for a fresh start elsewhere. And the NBA world will be watching closely. Media outlets, analysts, and fans will dissect every move, every press conference, and every rumor. The spotlight will shine bright on Kuminga's camp and the Warriors' front office as they navigate these complicated waters. So, what do you think? Should the Warriors roll the dice on Kuminga and continue developing their young star? Or is it time to explore trade options and focus solely on their championship window with Curry and Butler? Let us know down in the comments below. Your take could be featured in the next video. And hey, if you're loving this deep dive into Warriors news and want more NBA insights like this, make sure you hit subscribe.